Good morning, friends. In today's video, we will be discussing about data structures in our studio, data types in our studio. Now, whenever we do programming using any programming language, we have to use some variables so that they can store some information, right? And what are these variables? These variables are nothing but they are just the reserved memory locations where we are storing our values, right? Which means when you are creating a variable, you are reserving some space in the memory, right? And we are storing various types of information, various data into that variable. What kind of data can be there? It can be a character, it can be an integer, it can be a logical value, it can be anything, right? So we have different types of data which can be you can say which can be there in the R studio. All right. And what can be the data types? The first one, it can be a logical data type, then it can be a numerical data type, numeric, and it can be integer, it can be the what we say, it can be the complex, it can be character, and it can be a raw data type. All right. Now if I talk about the logical one, if I talk about the first one, logical data type, it can have two types of values, true or false. It can have two values, right? It can be either true, it can be either false. So if I say if I assign a variable with the value true, I'll execute it. After that, I want to know what is the class of the variable v. So it is a logical class. All right. Now next comes the numeric one. Now this numeric, in numeric value, it can be either you can say 12.3, or it can be 5, it can be 999, right? So let's have an example. Again, I am taking a variable in which I have stored the value 23.5, and I am again printing the class of v, and you can see the class of v is now numeric. Next one is integer. In integer, we can have values like this, 2l, 34l, or anything like that. So if I take another the variable v and I assign to l, after that I again print the class of v, it will give me integer. Next comes the complex data type. Now if you people remember in your maths, when we were in 10th, plus 1 plus 2, if for those who have studied the math subject, you must have heard about these kind of expressions, 3 plus 2 iota, right? Now when we have to store these type of expressions, they are the complex data type, 2 plus 5 iota, and then I want to print the class of v, it will be complex. All right. Next comes the character. Now in the character, we can store values like alphabetical numbers. Also we can store even if we quote the number in the if we quote the number in double comma or single comma, then also it will be counted as a character. Like if I say v is equal to if I say, let's suppose hostel, right, and I want to print the class of v, obviously it will be character. Now what I was saying you, if you put a numeric value into the double commas, it will also show you that the class of this variable is character. All right. Next one, the last one is raw data type, in which you can store any value. Like if I say V is equals to, I can convert character to raw, and I am writing, let's suppose, hello. Then I print the class of V, it is giving me raw. All right, so in R programming, if I say, the very basic data type is the R objects, which are called vectors, which hold the elements of different classes as shown in the above. Now what we are creating, this is a vector. V is a vector in which we are storing values of different data types. All right, so this is one thing. If I say, let's suppose I am going to create a vector, this is the last thing I am going to tell you. From here we'll proceed in the next video. Let's suppose I am creating a vector with the name apple. Now how many colors we can have in the apple? I can have a red color apple, I can have a green color apple, and if I say yellow color apple. All right, now if I print the class of apple, see, it is going to show you character. All right, so this was, in this session we have discussed about the various types of vectors, various types of data types, integer, numeric, character, complex, and raw. These were the 5 data types, and one was the logical one, right? So these were the 6 data types for our studio. In the next video we will be discussing if else statement. All right, stay tuned to my channel. If you people like my video, then do subscribe to my channel and mention your comments in the comment section. Thank you.